Hey guys, welcome to Charcoal King. Hey, today we're gonna see if Picanha is worth it. Is it worth the hype? Is it really as good as what they're saying? Let's try it out. All right, guys, so we have a lot of people mowing around us, so excuse the good old grass growing days in East Tennessee. But let's get back to the cut of meat. So I went to the butcher. My best friend Ron was telling me, man, you got to try this cut of meat. You got to try this cut of meat. You got to try this cut of meat. And for some reason, first of all, it's not as commonly available, and two, it's not necessarily the choice of meat that we would go after time after time. So then I started doing my research, and I thought, man, this might be a good cut of meat. Like we might be like missing something in our lives. So I said, hey, why don't you get me one? He said, all right. And I said, where's it even, like, what part of the animal are we talking about? It's the top part of the sirloin cap. And so this is literally the top part. That's why it's got the fat on it. And this is like the prized possession, is the fat. So it's got me all intrigued, because you know me. If fat is flavor, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm all in. All right. So this is what he said. He said, listen, turn it upside down. He's already trimmed everything for me. I don't really have much to trim. But let's get this at a close angle. You guys see how the veins, the grain of the meat is running this way? He said, make sure you cut it with the grain. I know that's completely off the hinges for what you're used to. Cut against the grain to make the meat tender. But the thought process was, when you cut with the grain and you cook the steaks, then as a portion, while you're slicing it, you're cutting against the grain and thus making your steak more tender. So today, I'm not doing anything at all different. I'm going to use my steak seasoning. I think salt is a traditional Picanha style seasoning. But today, we're just using the Charcoal King steak seasoning. We're going to light our Weber Summit charcoal grill up, get that baby roaring hot, and cook these things the best way I know how to cook a steak, right down the throat. So let's get going. All right, now that we got our steaks cut, I'm gonna go ahead and season our steaks, let that seasoning kind of penetrate just a little bit. And then while this is getting ready, we're gonna get that grill started. All right, guys, so my charcoal is screaming hot. I'm gonna do a 2-zone system. I'm gonna do a little bit different today. I'm gonna sear it, just put those steaks right on there. Then we're gonna move them off the heat, add some hickory or some mesquite chips, close everything down, turn off all of our holes, and just let those steaks come up to temperature. Now remember, we like ours a little bit more on the lower medium rare scale, so we're gonna shoot about 120, 122, 123, somewhere through there. So let's see what happens. Well, my first cook for the picanha, I think it turned out well. I'm actually pretty pleased the way the fat rendered. Plenty of flare-ups. I love that because of what it does to a steak. We let our meat rest. I will say this, since you're cutting your steaks at different sizes because the way you're cutting with the grain, these pieces obviously are going to cook faster than these pieces. So even offsetting it on the grill, there's just so much temperature going on in heat that you still have to take these off sooner. You can't just move them off the heat. So just be careful about that. I did want to say that we bought them for $7.99 a pound. I thought that was a great deal compared to some of the prices out there right now. And also, you saw me cutting it with the 2 fingers. That's like the ideal thickness. You want a little bit thicker piece of picanha than you would on some things. So for me, I had that little taste test off camera, and I'm super excited. So let's cut into one, see what we think. Now they say you cannot have this without eating the fat. And I'm like, hey, you ain't got to worry about that.
We always eat the fat.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we love our ribeye.
God, look how tender it is. Look at how it just stretches. Man, if the ribeye is king.
Oh man, my God.
This is pretty good. I'm super. This is right up there, like
ribeye.
This is choice. This is good. This is flat out phenomenal. There's no doubt. No doubt, man. If you get a chance to go to your butcher, ask for one, you find one in the store.
We're definitely having this again.
I would highly recommend it. Oh man, that's good.
That's good. This whole thing was what, $20, $21.
Easily feed the family of 4. $20 a steakhouse took you what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to cook? All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. I really enjoyed this. We're gonna sit down and have dinner as a family. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button. Hey, the next time you're at the grocery store, pick up one of these bad boys. They're good.
That's good.
Peace.